we are live. What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Slim, and right now you're watching Urban View on YouTube, and I'm sitting down with the one and the only whoisGLDN. What is going on, my guy? How are you doing?
What's up, King, man? I'm doing good, man. You know, just living.
I'm with you. So that's the vibe everybody's on right now, especially with everything going on in the world. Excuse me. Everybody's just living one way or another. And if you live in the good life, that's good for you. And honestly,
Right.
that's good to hear. But now, just to get started with the interview, I want to ask you this question. If you had to introduce yourself to someone who didn't know anything about you, how would you describe whoisGLDN to them?
Well, whoisGLDN is a musician. He's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's based in Tampa, Florida. He's a humble guy. He loves to give back. He loves to help others. And always try to move with positivity and move with love.
That's super dope, especially the part with moving with love. We definitely need a whole lot of that with everything going on. And honestly,
Right.
if your music can talk about that, or if other music can just talk about love and just have that energy spread, so much of what's going on would be non-existent. But we still got to get everyone on the same page as you, my brother. So being originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and now you're based in Tampa, Florida, but going back into
Right.
your childhood, can you talk a little bit about the artists that you listen to that laid the blueprint for your sound today?
I listen to Kanye West, Lil Wayne, uh, Bob Marley, Sade.
You got Bob Marley?
Yes. Bob Marley, you know, I just love what he stands for and love like how I just love the vibe that his music gives to people. It make people in good feelings and make people want to dance and smile and you know.
That is definitely dope. And I agree with you on the Kanye and the Lil Wayne thing, especially during like the early to mid 2000s. You weren't really a hip hop fan, or you weren't a kid growing up if you didn't have a little
Right.
bit of Kanye or Lil Wayne in your playlist. But that's just me. I don't want to judge anybody, but that's just our shared experience, right? And now for this question that I want to move into, moving further a little bit, there's always a certain excitement, or there's so many other emotions that come when you're releasing your first single, especially after
Right.
you've been through the process of finding your sound and learning that you want to really do music. So for you, what were the emotions that came when you released your first single, Forward, in 2020 publicly? And I'm not just talking about the singles that you write, but then you keep to yourself, because it's a different feeling when you put it out to the
Right.
public and everyone gets a chance to really react to your music for the first time. So I want to know from you, how did you feel in that moment?
Man, I felt like a parent. You know, I don't have no kids, but I looked at my single, you know, my first single, as a child of mine, you know, and because just through the whole process of building the first record and getting everything together, like I went through the whole process of just, you know, sitting with it for a little bit, going back into it, changing some stuff, and just trying to take it to the next level and making sure I'm happy where it's at. And it
That's
was a,
that.
you know, it was a great feeling, man. It's definitely a great feeling, and still to this day, even though it's the first song, I still play that song. So I love that song. So, you know, it's one of my child, FWD.
I'm definitely with you on that. Because, like I said before, there's so many emotions. And for you, you brought up something that I didn't even touch on, being a proud parent. When you finally get everything together, everything is right. And when you release your kid into the world and everybody is starting to see what a good job that you did, it's a different type of feeling. And for creatives
Right.
nowadays, they have more of a chance to really connect with their artists, or so, excuse me, connect with their fans, and they're able to get that reaction in real time, so you can just experience it even faster, which is crazy, but it's the world that we're living in nowadays with social media. And the next question that I want to ask you, in your opinion, there's so many different artists now in the independent hip hop genre. There's too many to name. All of them are super dope. But for you, what exactly helps to make your music stand out from other artists in the independent hip hop space?
I just try to like literally focus on me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like one of those artists like, yeah, I just listen to me all day or listen to me all the month and don't listen to no one. I listen to other people as well. But I just try to, be proud of myself. You know what I mean? Making sure like this is what I actually like from me. You know what I mean? Like, because since I'm an independent artist, I have a fan base and all of that, but I still just try to like go into the same routine as when I first started making music, as of just trying to do me. Um, I never really wanted to be like one of those artists that's like, this is the wave, so I have to hop on type. So I just be just trying to go off of the moment and the vibe of the energy I'm around. I feed off the energy a lot.
That's definitely dope for sure. And when it comes to new artists, anyway, the thing that comes with trying to follow the wave is that at one point or another, the wave usually stops, and then you're left trying to figure out who you really are. And that time you could have spent in the beginning really developing your sound and trying to find your
Right,
niche so that you could actually be successful in the industry. So I'm glad that you actually did that, because through a lot of your singles and the projects that we're going to be talking about a little bit later, we can see that you took bits and pieces, but you still developed your own sound, which is important. So salute to you,
correct.
my brother. And I definitely get what you were saying there. And also,
Thank you.
when we talk about no problem, no problem, when we talk about love and when we talk about giving flowers and stuff like that, you've seen so much success so far. You were a part of a Sprite Way campaign with Sprite, and also you were a part of their official Sprite Way coping season playlist, right? So for
Right.
you, how does it feel when you're being recognized for the hard work that you put into not only your craft by your fans, but also by companies and platforms as well?
It's an honor, man. Like, it's crazy because like Sprite was literally my favorite soda coming up. Like literally. I always have, like, still to this day, I still drink Sprite. You know what I mean? That's the only soda I would actually drink other than that. But like the feeling of Sprite reaching out to me, and I want to give a big shout out to my fans for real, because my fans actually like really helped me secure that situation. And on top of that, they got a chance to actually like look at the music and was actually, excited for the music and wanted to be a part of what I'm doing. And it's a blessing, man. I would never, downgrade it, downplay it, or anything like that. It's really a blessing.
That's very good to hear. And at the end of the day, even if people get on these type of campaigns and playlists and it's a one-off, it's still a great opportunity to be exposed to so many different people, because you never know who's listening to your music. And one of these days,
Right.
it could be a playlist writer, it could be another radio show host, it could be anybody listening to your music, even a potential fan. So getting on any playlist or any campaign is definitely major. And again, salute to you, and also salute to your fans as well, because without them, you wouldn't be there. And you already mentioned that as well. And
Correct.
also, definitely. And when it comes to the business side of music nowadays, a lot of more independent artists are taking the control into their hands and trying to learn more about what they really should have been taught from jump. But we know in the past it was usually just focus on music. We'll handle everything else. But there was actually an old tweet on your Twitter page that I was scrolling through, and I saw
Hmm.
that you said that you were falling in love with promoting your music. So, in your opinion, how vital has focusing your attention on the promotion and marketing of your music has been in establishing yourself and also finding your niche in the independent hip hop space? How has it been for you?
It's been, it's been a journey, honestly. Like, I love it. I love promoting. I love the aspect of just like I said, it's like being a parent again, making sure you take care of the track, making sure it gets to the world, especially, if you have a kid, you see a lot of potential in your kid, you want to make sure they get to, go off and go where they need to go for their dreams. And I think just being in the space of promoting your music is definitely vital, especially as an independent artist, because you could be in the studio all day, every day, but where is it going? Who's hearing it? Things of that nature. And I've been learning that during the journey, and just making sure like you really love your work. You stand on your work. I see some people post their songs or post their music videos, and you probably only see it maybe for like a week or two, and you don't see it no more. And I was a victim of that too. For sure, I was definitely a victim of that. And once I, you know, really started like trying to be focused more and promote my music, I really started just trying to figure out ways how I can, you know, get it to more people. I want my music to be heard. And
Hey,
that's what I got for you, player.
yeah, because I was just going to interject for a second and say, if you guys don't follow Who is Golden on Instagram, then you wouldn't notice how much this man works when it comes to promoting his singles. Like I said, the tweet said that he was falling in love with it. And you can definitely see it because he got his new single. It's called Colors with Shayla Gessler. That was the single. And every time I'm on his IG page or one of the social media pages of his, I always see somebody looking at the single, somebody reacting to it, even somebody reacting to one of his past works. He's someone who just constantly promotes his music. And that's one of the things that drew me to him, especially once he reached out to me. It was crazy because I listened to his music and it just takes someone reaching out, promoting their own music, especially in the times that we're living in nowadays. We have social
Right.
media, we have access, which a lot of the artists of the past years, they didn't really have the access to share this type of music and to really get their foot in the door by themselves. So it's super major that you're doing it for yourself. And hopefully other artists can take a page out of your book because they will be successful just like you if they just start promoting their music a little bit more, you know? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely,
And I'm gonna chip in on that just real quick too. I know there's artists, you know, the main thing with promotion is, you know, make sure you have some funds with that. I know some people don't have all the funds in the world. You know, I'm one of them. I don't have all the funds in the world, but you know, there's still a way of you just reaching out to people and sharing your music because there's people every day that's down to listen to some new music and want to be the first to discover you anyway. So, you know, all the artists out there, you know, if you don't have all the funds in the world at the moment, still just try to play the internet game, but in the aspect of just reaching out to people, you know, making sure that your music be heard. That's all it really is, for real, for real. Because sometimes you can have all the money in the world to push a song. Sometimes it might not be the one, but you having the groundwork, you doing the stuff without the money in the meantime. Like there's many ways that you can do it. You know, on Twitter, Instagram, you can go on Twitch. There's a lot of people, you know, that's down listening to some new music from you.
yeah, you're right about all that, man. And with all the platforms that you listed, including Twitch, because over the past couple of years, the thing with Twitch, it went from just strictly gaming to now you have all
Yeah,
these like internet talk shows where people are able to interact with fans and watch videos, and also
right.
people are able to release music over it as well. So you got to make sure you're studying up on all these not only trends but also platforms as well. But you know, I do got to move on. And also, I already name dropped her, but you've recently been doing a lot of work with Shayla Gessler on both a
Yeah.
single you did called Colors and also a new joint EP that you guys just dropped not too long ago. Not you guys just released it now. It's called Hard to Find. And the question that I have for you is this: how did you two link up and how did you form this partnership? And also, why was now the right time to release so much music together?
Um, I look at Shayla as my sister. Like I met her maybe like a couple years ago, maybe like 5, 6 years ago, I believe. And she always supported my music. I supported what she's doing. You know, she's a rapper. She also sings as well. And last year, I believe, nah, beginning of COVID, we linked up. The beginning of COVID, and we started just working on some songs. We wasn't like, yeah, let's do a project or nothing like that. It kind of just actually just happened organically. We were just creating a bunch of songs. Like there's some songs that's still not out, you know, that we have too as well. And later on, like down 2021, I believe around like Octoberish, Novemberish or so, we finally like linked up and was like, yo, let's do a project. And the whole process, you know, it's been a journey with it. I want to give a big shout out to my engineer Bailey. He helped mix and master the project. Give a big shout out to Hayden. He helped, you know, help me put the records together. And shout out to my videographer as well, Tanner. He shot the music video for Hard to Find the Backseat. And shout out to my manager as well. You know, he helped me through the whole journey, just being focused, you know, just being focused, working on this project. Because it was a process. Like I told you, we started naturally in 2021. And, you know, we just got the project this year in 2022. And the reason why we put it out this year is because we were just tired of holding it. We was tired of holding it. We was tired. But, you know, I'm glad, you know, all the supporters are enjoying it. Her supporters are enjoying it. And even you enjoying it. You know, I appreciate you so much.
Because it's nothing, man. It's nothing. Because when, like I said, the first time you sent me colors and you told me,
Yeah.
I got something on the way, just hold on. I got something on the way. And I was like, all right, I got you. I got you. And then as soon as you guys released the video first and then it was a project, I was like, man, they got something here. They really got something, especially Shayla coming in with her vocals as well. If you guys aren't into Shayla Gessler, I'm telling you, search her up on SoundCloud. You'll probably
She's
find
fire.
her. Definitely. She's
Right.
definitely fire. You'll know her from the Letter to My Son song. Almost 1 million streams on SoundCloud alone. Salute to her. She wasn't
Shout out to
able to be
her.
here today, but one of these days I'm going to get her on. But again, salute to her. And also salute
Yes,
to your
sir.
team as well, because we know in whatever you do, you need a team surrounding you. It makes the process, I don't want to say it makes it so much easier, but it makes it less rough, you know? And I
Right.
definitely, depending on the person that you are, it depends. But like I
And
say,
communication is key too.
boom,
Communication is key.
communication, definitely. Because
Yes, sir.
if you can't communicate with your team, it's going to show in the final product, right?
Right.
But now I do got to move on and ask this next question for you, right? We're near the end of the interview, but if you had the power and connections, who are some of the artists that you'd want to collaborate with most, and how well do you think your sounds would mix together in 2022?
Who I would like to collab with? I would like to collab with Don Tolliver.
Ooh, okay.
He's solid. He's solid. I like his music. He's solid. I would like to work with SZA.
Okay.
SZA. Frank Ocean. And you can't forget about Drake. You know what I mean? Need one.
You just had to
Need
throw
one
them
with
in
Drake.
there. You just had to throw them in.
And I can't forget about Breezy. I'm listening to a lot of Breezy coming up too. You know, Chris Brown.
Yeah. Because I was going to, that whole list that you named, that sounds like a fire tour by itself. And then you trying to get in with one of those artists, any one of the ones that you mentioned, I feel like it would be a good match. Just from the EP with you and Shayla, it seems like your music and just you overall as an artist, you can collaborate very well. And I feel like you with any artist, I feel like you'd be able to flow off them with your style, which would be dope in any type of way. So that's definitely good to hear with all your different options.
Thank you, bro. Thank
No
you.
problem, man. No problem, man. And now at the end, I just got to ask you this last question. Looking long term, what can fans expect next from Who is Golden moving towards the future? I already talked about the joint EP with Shayla. Is there anything
Right.
else in 2022 that we should be expecting as fans?
A bunch of new music for sure. I want to get in the habit of releasing a lot more music. And I got merch coming as well. Shows getting set up as well. And yeah, just you know, in the process, I might honestly be, you know, cooking up a new project as well. I got like a bunch of songs where I put together for real. So, you know, a project might be coming out of this too.
Okay, so that's an exclusive that you haven't told anybody else?
Haven't told anyone else.
Man, okay, so we got another exclusive. Who is Golden might be dropping another project this year. But first, before that project even comes, I'm telling you guys, listen to Hard to Find. It just came out, a 5-track EP with Shayla Gessler. You won't be disappointed. And then also there's another song that they both did together. I touched on it a little bit earlier, and I'm going to be playing it on Urban View. But, you know, since he's here, right, I got to let him do his own intro for the song. It's called Colors. Who is Golden? Take it away, my brother.
So what's up? This is Who is Golden. This is my single, Colors, featuring Shayla Gessler. And this is premiered on Urban 95. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. You heard the man. It's called Colors. It's with Who is Golden and Shayla Gessler. I just want to say, Golden, man, first, you were the first artist to ever reach out to me personally, right? That's the whole
Yeah.
story. You reached out to me with the song, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I listened to it. It took me a little while, but I definitely fell in love with the track and also some of your other works as well. And you just being here is definitely dope, and I appreciate you. And you are definitely one to watch, sir. And also, if there's any way that you're releasing any new music or the project that you were talking about, you can always come back on Urban View. Open doors. I'll love to have you as a guest again. I appreciate you so much for coming on. Thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
I was about to rush without asking you to plug your social medias, plug how people can find you, listen to your music, plug it.
Just type on Google, Who is Golden? Who is GLDN? And everything there will pop up for you. And make sure y'all go tune in to my EP that's out right now with Shayla Gessler. Hard to find. It's available everywhere. H2F. Thank you very much.
You heard the man again. Search up Who is Golden. Again, Golden is GLDN. Who is still the same. Again, thank you so much for coming on. And for you guys watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in to Urban View on YouTube. And until next time, love is the difference. I'm going to catch y'all. Used to want all the hoes, but nowadays I just want to settle down. She bout a minute. Yeah, she working hard. She want the rape and stars in it. She want to make sure it's hers and not renting. She slowly found a way how to get about the trenches. Life is really real, there ain't no way to pretend it. Do you understand me?